All right, hello, welcome back to Punta Cana. Found this nice little spot here with a nice little, I don't even know, archery range or something that I'm gonna set up and record. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the like button, please. I'd really appreciate it. It helps out a lot, and let's get right into it. So today I'm gonna talk about this vacation that I'm on right here, honestly, and some of the struggles that I'm dealing with based on that. I know it's hard to complain about being here right now, being in the Dominican Republic, while, other people are stuck in their 9-to-5 grind, I don't know. I'll recognize that I'm very privileged to be here. I do appreciate my parents. They're working very hard to be able to take us on their kids on vacations like this, and I'm very grateful and appreciative for that. But there's a certain part of me, especially now, I don't know, I don't like handouts, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And obviously I know that this is my family and they're doing this for us. So it is well received, because I understand that it's they're providing these opportunities and these experiences to us, and I'm very grateful for that. But I'm kind of in the point of my life where I don't really want handouts, There's a certain part of me that feels like I don't deserve this vacation, especially because of how this summer's been going in terms of what I've been trying to do with my business and stuff like that. I'll just say things haven't been working out the best. So in that regard, I feel like, to an extent, I haven't put in enough work to deserve a nice vacation like this. I mean, this place is all inclusive. There's buffets and stuff for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I could just walk into a place and start eating, basically. And also all inclusive with drinks, and that I'm talking about alcoholic stuff. And that's especially because we're here in Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic. The legal drinking age is 18. So me and my sister are allowed to drink, but my brother's not allowed to drink because he's 17. But aside from that, I mean, that's another dilemma that I'm kind of dealing with now that I'm here is, do I take this opportunity? Because I recognize I don't get to go to the Dominican Republic every other week, every other month. I'm not here very often. So should I, and especially because my parents are paying for this kind of stuff, do I just indulge and then, not follow my promises that I made to myself? And I know I made a video on this before. You can go check that one out earlier about why you always fail. That's what it was called a couple videos ago. But I mentioned that it's these little promises that we make to ourselves, and when we break these promises, that's why we aren't able to accomplish things for ourselves in the long term, right? Because of the fact that if we can't even make our own bed when we say we are, or if we can't even go for a run that morning when we say we want to, how are we going to expect ourselves to be able to put in the work after our 9-to-5 job and then sit there and spend 2 hours working on a business, right? We're not gonna be able to do that. We're just gonna go sit on the couch, watch Netflix, or play some video games after a long, hard day's work, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to do things outside of work, try to start up your own business, do something for yourself, then how are you gonna expect yourself to do that if you can't keep the small promises to yourself, right? So that's kind of the trouble that I'm facing right now. I know, such first world problems, right? Being indecisive on whether or not to drink on a vacation where it's all inclusive and already paid for, right? But that's just kind of the type of thinking that I'm doing nowadays, is do I uphold my values, or do I let it slide and I have an excuse for it because it's vacation? But again, you make excuses, and then that's what prevents you from doing the hard things in your life. So I'm still searching for the answers. I promise you, I do not have all the answers right now. Still looking. And there's nothing wrong with that, We're figuring out life as we go. But that's I guess a lot of the times I'm reading books to figure out why things are happening in my life, or what I need to do, right, to answer these problems that I'm facing. I'm trying to find, I guess, in the books that I'm reading, I'm trying to find the answer to, should I be drinking on this vacation, or should I uphold my principles 100% of the time? And that's another video where I could talk more about that. But, you know, little things like that. And I'm trying to bulk, you know, so then there's some incentive to just not try to work out and then just eat as much as I can while I'm here. But, you know, there's a balance to everything. I don't think it's healthy to just go to one extreme of something for a week and then go back to the other extreme. You know, somewhere in the middle, that's always a good balance. But then again, when I go back to it, my balance is really far skewed to imbalance, if that makes sense. So my balance with like being more relaxed and more loose and like drinking and partying and stuff like that, I have that at a bare minimum, if at all. I've kind of promised myself that I wasn't going to be drinking any alcohol this summer until like I hit my goals for the summer, and have been able to set up an online business that's able to make some cash flow, rather than just wasting money investing in stuff in business attempts that just don't work out. And then here I am still stuck unemployed and haven't made any money. I've just lost a bunch of money. But, you know, these are the real truths that I have to face and that I have to be honest with myself about. Because if I'm just, you know, if I keep making excuses for why I didn't succeed in my business or stuff like that, or if I just make an excuse that, oh, this summer wasn't wasted, even though I didn't like search super hard for an internship and I didn't take some of the internships that were offered to me, you know, even though I made $0 this summer, how would I be able to even justify that to myself that this was a productive summer, you know? And I guess there's merit to business experience and trial and error and trying to figure out what works for you, what doesn't. But that's a lot of the crossroads that I'm at right now. Is I'm struggling with other things, which is mainly just business related, because all my other things I'm pretty satisfied with in life. Like working out, that's always a staple. Reading, I'm doing a ton of reading, which is really great. I'm loving reading. Journaling, I'm journaling almost consistently every single day, which has also been fantastic. But then the business thing, and then YouTube, obviously. YouTube, I've been able to upload every single day, which is great as well, because I'm super glad I'm able to keep that up consistently. But my business is the one thing that is always lacking for me, and I'm trying to figure out why. Again, like I said, I don't have the answers. Nobody really has the answers to life. And yeah, that's basically what I'm dealing with here in vacation. Some moral dilemmas, and I'm just trying to figure out how I should be upholding my standards to myself, I guess, you know. I don't know if it's okay to make exceptions because it's vacation, or if that's just some lame excuse for me to slip up on my good habits, you know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me rant about super first world problems. But yeah, I'll see you next time.